Beyond Radio, Tim here with a feature I will be doing every Monday. Now, you may find this hard to believe, but if you watched my first video about my mom, April 19th was her birthday, and the day of her passing. Well, the next morning, I kind of was waking up, and I had this thought in my mind. And I wrote it down, which I write down in my book every day now, you know, little snippets, little ideas that come into my head. And I wrote down Manic Bloom Monday. Now, this was a few days before Prince passed away. And of course, I knew that he wrote that song, but you know, that wasn't anywhere in my head. So to backtrack a bit, Manic Bloom is this band that is out of Nashville. I discovered them in 2009 through Beyond Radio. I was working on some charts, and I came across a song, and as I do every day, pretty much, I saw that. I said, okay, this song's doing really well on this person's chart. Let me check it out on Rhapsody. I fell in love with this band. They have a great rock sound with kind of a Muse influence. They are really, really polished. Their independent albums are produced really well. They sound like they should be on the radio, and so I've always felt that way. And since 2009, I have had probably 20 of their songs on my personal chart, with quite a number of them hitting number 1 and 2. Most recently, a song from their latest CD, One More Chance, was number 1 for 4 weeks. So I had this idea to do Manic Bloom Monday, where I would, you know, feature a song, and who knows, I really hadn't fleshed it out in any way. And then, of course, Prince passed away, and it took me 2 days to actually realize that I had this idea and that there was a connection there. I look at all of these things, you know, as a matter of fact at this point in my life. So many things in my life do have a connection. So one of the interesting things today, and I wasn't even sure I was going to do this today, but then I came across, well, I decided to look and see what song I was going to play. And I went on to Rhapsody and realized that their first full-length CD was called In Loving Memory. So that seemed quite appropriate. So I will provide a link to that song on my Facebook page for sure. But I will see if I could actually play a little bit of it here and see if you can actually hear it. Of course, now I can't find it, but I will find it in a moment. There we go. So let's see if this actually is heard. It is a beautiful song. It's very different. They don't do a lot of ballads, but you know, usually they do 1 or 2 on each CD.
Tell me that you love me one more time. Remembering the past.
Interestingly, this did not do that well on my chart. I think it might have been on my chart for a couple of weeks, but I didn't really give it a good listen. David Stevenson has this great voice, and as I was doing all of this, I found out that he actually has written 2 novels, and he just released the 2nd novel in March, and that he is also going to be in a web series called Less Than Super. So he is a singer, he's an actor, he's a writer. He is pretty versatile. So that's all for my first Manic Bloom Monday. Go on your streaming service and check them out. As I said, I will put a link to this song on the Facebook page, and every week I will feature another song. Have a great day.